You can spend your whole life chasing a better salary and still die poor. And as harsh as it sounds, Napoleon Hill knew this truth almost a century ago. In the book Think and Grow Rich, he reveals the path to building wealth, but barely mentions the word money, much less salary, because what truly transforms your life isn't how much you earn. It's how much you understand about vision, purpose, and conscious action. And if that kind of truth resonates with you, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and leave a like now, because here there are no illusions, magic formulas, or shortcuts, just real content for those who want to escape the rat race and build true freedom. Most people believe that getting rich is about earning more and more, climbing the career ladder, getting a promotion, chasing a bigger paycheck. And for years, maybe their whole life, they live like this, trading time for money, living for a paycheck. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. A salary might keep you alive, but it hardly ever gives you freedom. Napoleon Hill understood this early. He interviewed over 500 of the richest and most influential men of his time, and discovered that most of them didn't get rich working for someone else, but by working for an idea, a purpose, a mission. Because the secret isn't in how much you earn. It's in how you think, what you build, and how much control you have over your time and decisions. And this is where Hill's method starts to make sense, not as a manual to ask for a raise, but as a mental map to create wealth with autonomy and vision. And if you still believe that salary is your path, maybe you're just following someone else's plan. When Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich, he wasn't interested in teaching ready-made formulas. What he did was much bigger. He mapped the mental pattern of those who really achieve great results in life, no matter if they started from zero, didn't have a degree, or if the world was against them. And this pattern can be summarized in 6 fundamental steps. First, defined desire, knowing exactly what you want to achieve, with a numeric value, deadline, and reason. Second, faith, believing so strongly that your mind starts to act as if it's already real. Third, self-affirmation, repeating your goal out loud every day, programming your mind for victory. Fourth, specialized knowledge. It's not about studying everything. It's about mastering what really matters for your goal. Fifth, organized plan. Even if imperfect, start with a plan. Action adjusts the path. And sixth, persistence. When everything seems hard, keep going. Success tests who's ready. These pillars form the core of Hill's method. And you know what's most curious? None of them depend on salary. None depend on luck. They all depend only on you. Think and Grow Rich isn't about making money. It's about becoming the person capable of building, controlling, and multiplying it with purpose. And if you think this is just motivational theory, wait until you see who put this method into practice and transformed their own story from zero. Because now I'm going to show you real examples of ordinary people who used this exact map to build fortunes. What happens when someone truly applies Napoleon Hill's method? Simple, life changes. Let's talk about real people who started from nothing, with no privileges, no connections, but with burning desire and a clear vision. Oprah Winfrey, for example, was born in poverty, suffered abuse, faced prejudice and loneliness. But she had something most don't: the unshakable decision to change her own story. She states she always visualized the future she wanted, repeated it to herself every day, and acted as if it were already real. That's faith, defined desire. And self-affirmation, exactly as Hill taught. Steve Harvey slept in his car for years, but he told himself every day he would be one of the greatest comedians in the country. He had no salary, no security, but he had vision, plan, and persistence. And Damon John, founder of FUBU and Shark Tank investor, started sewing t-shirts in his backyard while working night shifts as a waiter. They all built wealth before even seeing the money, because wealth is born in the mind. Fed by action and materializes when most would have given up, the method works. But only for those willing to live by it. And for that to happen, there's a fundamental mindset shift. That's not in your resume, nor your current salary. It's in how you see yourself in the game of life. True transformation begins when you stop seeing yourself as someone who just completes tasks and start acting like someone who builds paths. Napoleon Hill didn't write Think and Grow Rich for those waiting to be chosen. He wrote it for those who decide to become the authors of their own story. The greatest prison is not your job. It's the mindset that makes you believe you can only go as far as your salary allows. As long as you live in execution mode, your life will be an endless checklist of other people's goals. But when you change your identity from employee to creator, something powerful happens. You start thinking like an owner, acting with autonomy, and making decisions based on purpose, not survival. Hill said the first step to this is simple but profound. Write your goal with a numeric value, define deadline, and strong reason. Don't think about earning more. Think about building something meaningful, and read it twice a day, every day, out loud. Because those without a written goal end up paid to achieve someone else's. Now that you understand this mindset shift, it's time to put it into practice. In the next step, I'll show you how to apply Napoleon Hill's method in your real life, even starting from zero. Already understood that the secret isn't salary, but how you think and act. Now, the question is, how to turn this idea into real results. The answer lies in a simple plan, which can be divided into 3 basic steps, and anyone can start executing today, without waiting for perfect conditions. First step, define a clear goal, with numeric value and deadline. It's not about, I want to make more money. It's about something specific, like, I want to earn $20,000 in 12 months to launch my digital business. This is Napoleon Hill's defined desire, the fuel that keeps your mind focused and your body in action. Second step, structure an organized plan. Even if simple and imperfect, you don't have to wait to know everything before starting. Learn to master what matters to your goal and put it into practice. It can be learning a skill, creating a product, offering a service. The important thing is to act. Third step, combine daily affirmation with daily action, faith and persistence. Repeat your goal out loud. Visualize the result and take at least one concrete action every day, even if small. The method demands discipline and consistency, and that's what separates dreamers from doers. This cycle creates a powerful effect. Your mind starts to work for you, opportunities appear, and fear and procrastination lose space. And here's a challenge for you. Apply this plan for the next 7 days and watch the changes. It may seem simple, but strength lies in repetition, because in the end, it's not your salary that will make you rich. It's clarity, plan, and courage to act every day. But before moving on, there's a classic mistake that can ruin all this effort. Thousands read Think and Grow Rich every year, but most change nothing. Why? Because just reading doesn't transform. Reading is easy, but acting requires courage. And that's the difference between those who only dream and those who achieve. The most common mistake is consuming content, expecting it to do the work for you. Thinking that just because you know the secret will work for you. The hard truth is the book doesn't promise easy wealth. It promises brutal transformation, and that only happens when you apply the principles day after day, even when everything is hard. While you stay stuck in passive reading, others are building, stumbling, failing, but acting. Those who want results live the book. Those who want comfort just read it. Now that you know this, it's up to you to decide which side you want to be on. And if you really want to leave your comfort zone, start applying with clarity and focus. I have something that can help. But first, let me show you how to take the next step. Now you know, true wealth starts in the mind, but is only built with daily practice. Napoleon Hill left a clear map, The path is there, ready for those who want to follow. The difference between dreamers and doers is the decision to act and persist. If you want a real detailed plan that helps you apply these principles with focus and clarity, the link is in the description. There you'll find free material that will accelerate your journey. And if this video made sense to you, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. This is the place for those who want to leave the comfort zone and start building true financial freedom. Are you ready to join this journey?